So guys, we want to do some true or false now when it comes to the hair. These are questions we get in all the time from viewers right across the country. The first one, does your hair thin when you age? Is that true or false?
Well, it did for me, but Maurice seems to be doing all right.
It's true. It's true. I'm losing it too.
Are you losing it too?
That took long enough. Obviously for men, you know, there's male pattern baldness. For women, it can thin. When women lose their hair, it's not the same as male pattern baldness. It tends to be an overall thinning rather than here and here. But quite often what happens, I think, your hair doesn't thin, but as your hair goes gray usually, and the texture changes, your big, thick, coarse hair starts to feel skinny. So it feels like you're losing hair, but it's actually just the hair you have is changing.
Okay.
You guys agree?
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Grace?
I think it's true, but a lot of times it's hereditary that's really going to govern that. Because, you know, there's some clients I have that have a massive head of hair and they're like 60-something, right?
Yeah.
So it's hereditary, it's genetics, of course, and it's also hormonal. Some people will have that, their hair start thinning when their hormones start switching and thinning and stuff. So I think, yes, for sure it does. It can definitely thin, but it has those three factors are really important to consider.
Cool. The next one, your hair can never be too long. True or false? Is there such thing as hair that's just too long?
Okay.
You know, I'm in a fashion and beauty.
Yeah.
You want to wear your hair. You don't want your hair to wear you.
Yeah.
And it can be too long.
Yeah. Okay, like you don't want the Crystal Gale thing going on.
Oh.
No.
Right?
Did you ever see her in a short skirt?
No.
That just looks like a waxing needing desperately. A short skirt and hair to your ankles?
You step backwards, you're stepping on your hair.
That might not have been appropriate.
I liked it.
Did you?
I enjoyed that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I liked it. What do you think, Grace?
But I also think, too, that if a woman's wearing hair, because, you know, again, I have clients who are in their 60s and they have their hair that are long, but their hair is gorgeous. It's luxurious looking. It balances their body. You know, it looks fine on them still.
Balance is the key.
Balance is the key.
Balance. If they can still be healthy and it looks balanced on you and it works with your face shape, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's true. As long as it's flattering, it doesn't matter what length, unless it's, you know,
yes, it can be
ridiculous.
too long.
Yeah, especially if it's not taken care of, right?
If it's not taken care of.
I mean, and the other thing, and I think you're sort of referring to this, Grace, is women getting older and thinking they have to cut their hair.
Yeah.
Because there is sort of this sense, I'm a mom now, I'm mature, I'm a professional, I got to cut all my hair off. That's also not the case, right?
I disagree.
No,
That's the kiss
totally
of death.
different. You can have long hair.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Long-ish hair.
Yeah.
Okay, my cowlick drives me crazy. Can I train my hair to grow the other way? True or false? Can you train your hair?
False.
False.
You can't train your hair?
Hair direction. You can help with products to sort of tame it, but you can't change your growth pattern. You cannot change it.
Train it to do something like the dishes then if you can train it. Train it to do something useful if you can train it. Walk the dog, anything. No, you can't train your hair.
But
you can tame it.
You can tame it.
Yeah.
And one of the things that you can do is you can use, you know, if you have a hairpin, your blow dryer, some products, you can actually work with it in the opposite direction that you'd like it to go in, or you know, and that really helps it.
Can't train, but you can tame.
Yeah,
Love the
that's right.
information.
Good one.